As you guys can see, I'm back and I'm bored and I don't know if everybody's asleep. I don't know what's going on. No idea. They just leave me alone and I love it. So I've got two stories. May run a little long. The bike by my bike is over there. I've showed you guys before. If I haven't, you'll see it later. I promise. Sweet Melissa. I named her Sweet Melissa. And she's orange because hook 'em horns, baby. Um, my wife's oldest son bought a motorcycle and needed a front tire. Tell this story. I didn't know that. And she had to go to Paris. There's a Harley shop in Paris. I knew he had a bike. I didn't know that he needed a front tire. And when I go to Paris, I always go down to Clarksville and cut across, come into Reno on the backside. And it's not as bad as 195. Because if you're on 195 and you get behind Farmer John and his tractor, you're not going to pass Farmer John and his tractor. There's no way to pass. It's single road. Just every time you try to pass, somebody's coming. And it takes forever. Or you go to Hugo and get pulled over by a state trooper. Because for like the last 20 miles, you're in Oklahoma. And every little town's 55, 45, 35, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 35. Every little town, just state troopers love it, or city police, or county, or whatever. So I don't go that way. So I go to Clarksville, cut across. Well, this one particular time, for her job, she had to go 195, which brings her out right where she wanted to be. And I'm never in Paris on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. It's always on a weekend. It's always late in the afternoon or whatever. So we're going by there like 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, which is completely foreign to me in January. Completely foreign. And so we go right there off the loop and take care of what she needs taken care of. And she's like, well, we're in Paris. What do you want to do? I go straight to the Harley shop. As long as I've been with her, at this time, 14 years, I've never rode a bike around her, never been on a bike, never talked about a bike, nothing to do with a bike, nothing to do with a bike. When I bought my bike back in 01, 02, I bought it from the Honda shop, or Harley Honda, whatever, Paris Honda, Paris Harley. I just want to go look around. Got nothing else to do. Hell, we're here. It's open. Nothing going on. So when I pull up, I have no idea that Chapman Honda is even a thing. I ain't paid no attention. So it's like the Harley shop. Off in the back is a completely different building, completely different company. I'm not a Harley guy. I never have been. So I don't go to the Harley shop. I go back to this other one just because it's brand new. I've never been there. No idea what's in there. Might be four wheelers. I don't know. So I walk in the front door, and it's just a huge, huge warehouse. Four wheelers and such, and dirt bikes on this side, and like a row of motorcycles all the way back. I just kind of walk in, like, hey, can I help you? No, man, check it out. Okay, cool. Let me know. All right. She disappears, and she don't like motorcycles, so I figured she fell in the hole, went and sat down somewhere. I'm just got la 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 looking around, looking around. She's way at the back. Walks straight back there. Babe, 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 babe. I'm like, what? Come here. I'm working. No, come here. I'm working way back. Come here. Golly, what? You should get this bike. What is it? I don't know, but it's big and it's pretty. And it was. It was big and it's pretty. It's still pretty. I should get this one. As long as I've been with you, you've been scared of motorcycles. You won't be around them. You want nothing. I should get this one. Yeah, yeah, you should get this one. What is it? I don't even know. I'm looking all around. Big, pretty Harley is what it is. Big, pretty Harley. This is my. Huh, I don't know what year. I don't know the model. I don't know anything. I'm just like, wow. See how much it is. It's gonna be expensive. It's a big, pretty Harley. Last guy said, hey, what y'all getting on this one? He looks. He said, what is that, a Vic? Yeah. I've heard of Harley Street Rod, V Rod, Ultra Glide, Classic Glide, um, Night Trained. I've heard of all. So this is a Harley Victory. American made Victory. Okay, cool. I don't know. For you guys that know, don't, yeah, you can laugh at me all you want. I didn't know. So it's whatever. It's a 16 Harley Davidson Victory. Tell by looking at the big Harley. I said, how much y'all getting on it? And he said, what is that? He looks at the guy and says, is that 89, 85, 89? He said, it's 89. I said, oh. I said, babe, I'm not getting this bike. She said, why not? I said, I didn't pay $89,000 for the freaking house. Maybe close, but not 89. She said, it's 89,000. I said, I guess it is. Hell, it's a Harley. I know they're expensive. She goes, oh, it ain't that right. No, it ain't that pretty. I'm walking around. She's looking. I got my phone. That's obvious on my phone. I'm looking. 16 Harley Davidson Victory. It pulls up 2016 Victory in a Longview, like 10,005, 10,009. I went. Victory motorcycles, made by Polaris, American made, the Harley Killer. It's not a Harley. It's not $89,000. I said, babe. She said, what? I said, that bike's not $89,000. She says, it's not? I said, nope, it's $8,900. Really? I said, yep. You gonna get it? I said, not for $8,900, I'm not. This is January, and I him hauled around, talked about it. What's the best y'all can do? Oh no, we're stuck at 89. Okay. You interested? Nope. We can start the paperwork. Nope. Nope. I called back up in March, first part of March. Still cold. Y'all still got it? Yep, still got it. What y'all doing on 89? Man, we're locked in 89. We got just about that much in trade. Lie. I said, all right then. I called him back up the end of March. Still stuck on 89? Yep. Okay. I was on duty one night. I think I actually went up there. My back was hurting so bad, like I couldn't even stand up straight. And I had rented a U-Haul and took it down there. I was going to load it up in a U-Haul and bring it home for 89. I mean, I couldn't. My back was hurt so bad, I couldn't even stand up straight. I got on it, like tried to. I couldn't even lift it. I said, "Oh fuck no! This is a bad sign." Pass on it. So I got on the internet. I didn't talk to nobody. I shot him a way lower offer than 89. And a little computer said, "Yeah, we'll take it." I called the next day. I said, "Hey, yeah, we're at 89." I said, "Yeah, well, I got an approval. It says it's way less than 89." He said, "Oh, who'd you talk to?" I said, "The computer." I cut out the middleman. That's what I did. Everything over the price they took, the salesman would have kept. So I got it, brought it home. Looked around, saw a bunch of motorcycle clubs and different things, and talked to a bunch of people, and finally decided I was a police officer. I am a police officer still to this day. Wound up talking to somebody out of Durant that was a motorcycle club that was police officer and veterans. And so I talked to him. I said, "Yeah, come on over," and I hung out with them. And this all leads to my second story. Hung out with them, rode back over, joined the club. They let me in, gave me a patch, whatever. Eventually, I didn't just get a patch. I had to go through the process that an MC goes through, a real life MC motorcycle club. Like they did, I learned a lot. I studied a lot. I made a bunch of phone calls, a bunch of texts, a bunch of like, there's a lot of similarities from all the research I've done between the way they run the show and the way any of the big four run their show. I'm not saying there's anything exactly the same. There's a lot of similarities. The big four, if you know what I'm talking about, they take their shit very, very serious. These guys took their shit very, very serious. So I'm running around with them, what I call bareback. I'm just a hang around at this point. And one of the guys that had got in a prospect, that you get the bottom patch, but not the big center patch. So you get the people can tell who you're with as far as the area, but not who you're with as far as a club. You're with somebody from this area, but they don't know what club you're with. So he got his bottom rocker. So they told me to hang out with this guy and then follow him. He knew his stuff, and he did. I don't know if he'd been a part of a different MC, but he knew a lot about how MC works. So I hung out with him and picked his brain and picked some of the other guys' brains and just, whatever I could do to get my patch, and I finally got my patch. That's a whole nother long story. But this one particular guy, um, I'm supposed to fall. It goes by rank. I think road captain, president, and VP, and back, and they're very, very, very strict about that. So whoever, let's say you're from the left and this other person's from the right and this other group's from the center, but the left of this group, of this area, the left hand side is putting on whatever benefit or whatever reason to ride. So the road captain of this left handed side group is the head of the whole pack, and then the president and everybody for the left. So I'm at the tail end of this group that we're going to call from the left of the territory. Well, then the right or the center is going to be behind us, their road captain, their president on back, and then so forth, so forth. And then the other people that are just happen to be there for this benefit, they can do whatever they want to do. Like they can ride with us, they can ride out, they can whatever. But if they ride with us, they're at the end of this big group that we're with. And everybody wants to be part of the big group. So I'm right in the middle of this big ass group, and I'm trying to ride hard. I don't know how they ride. They ride hard. They ride fast. They ride tight. They ride close. So I learned all this. This one kid that I'm gonna say he had his bottom rocker. He was actually in. He was ahead of me. He was actually in. Well, these people that have nothing to do with the club, they're just riding hard, being crazy and passing people and whatever. But what I didn't understand was the road captain. I could see him, like, as he would do it, he'd put his fingers out and like sweep from the back forward. And different people, whatever. Well, this kid's my notification, whatever, distracting. He decided he was going to break pack and just run. Now, when you break pack, everybody rides kind of, if you can imagine, staggered, like close but staggered. So if he's on the outside or the inside, if he changes position, everybody behind him got to change positions. Like we'll be riding, whatever, and then we have to single file for road construction, one lane, whatever we got to do. We'll single file, everybody split back up so that we're kind of staggered or side by side or inside or however you're comfortable riding. Different people ride different ways. Well, this dude just broke out, and passes everybody. I wasn't aware of none of this at this point. You don't pass a patch holder. You don't pass a patch holder. To this day, if I'm riding in my t-shirt, if I'm riding in my own vest with my own club, and I see a full patched anybody, out of respect for them, unless they give me that come on, I'm not going to pass them. If I'm in my vehicle and I come up on some full patches on a motorcycle, out of respect, I'm not going to pass them. I don't want to throw no, and cut them off. And anything could happen. If they're riding 55, I'm riding 55 behind them. If there's one by himself, I'm riding 55 behind him. If there's two or three, I'm riding 55 behind them. Unless they give me that high sign, like, come on, go ahead. And then I'm getting away. I'm not going to try to run block for them. I'm not going to try to do none of that. I'm just getting around them, doing my thing, letting them do their thing. They may have a bike issue that they have to go slow. They may just be chilling. They may have had a beer or two too many. They may just be enjoying life. They didn't ask me to run block for them. They didn't tell me, hey, come on around. They have no idea. Anything can fly out of the back of my truck and hit one of them. Out of respect, I'm not going to do it. The way that when we caught up to him, my sergeant at arms, my president, my vice president took that kid aside, and I heard a little bit about it. And this goofy sumbitch decided he wanted to mouth off. Well, this is why. That's the day I learned never, ever, ever, even if you're not part of an MC and you're reading this, don't ever pass a full patch. Just give them that respect. They have their own rules, their own reasons. I'm not at liberty to discuss what an MC does or why they do it. I'm just telling you, for your own peace of mind, your own safety, give them the respect. Do not pass a patched up person on a motorcycle. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nothing but trouble. Don't do it. Um, I was trying not to pay attention, but this is a guy, I think I'm supposed to follow. I'm supposed to do whatever everything he does. I'm supposed to do. I just wasn't comfortable peeling out and leaving my crew to go ride like a dumbass with these other dudes. And I don't know if he was their friends or for whatever reason, he knew them and he went with them and left the pack. When I come back out or poker run or whatever it was we were doing, I don't even know why we stopped, but we stopped. Probably a poker run. My SA, my sergeant arms, come to me and said, "Hey, you're following this other guy now, who was a full patch member." I said, "Okay, what's going on?" This full patch member pulled me aside, explained everything, explained what had happened. He didn't tell me what was said. I heard a lot of what was said to this kid. Um, this kid, they got deep enough in his ass, or he didn't like being talked to the way he was being talked to. Um, just threw his whole jacket down and left. He dropped his cut, is what we'll call it. He dropped his colors, dropped his cut, left his patches, left. So I'm not doing this. That life wasn't for him. Um, but they told me that I said, look, we know that we told you to follow him, and for everything that we told you, we would have understood if you would have followed and took off behind him. But the fact that you didn't, break up the whole uh, follow thing we had going on, when he left that spot open, I just moved right up that spot, and then everybody kind of behind him, whatever. I could have held a spot. I could have left it empty. I could have made it look stupid. I could have, nope. For whatever reason, let's say this dude had to pull off just for a second and was going to catch back up. Maybe his phone slipped or he had just his glasses. Some reason he had to stop, pull off, and go ahead. I'll catch right back up. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I moved back into position. He had to pull back up. I gave him his position back. We'd all adjusted as we're going down the road. But they appreciated what I did. They told me that. Good job, basically. And bawled his ass out. So that's how I learned never pass a patch. If you're wearing a patch, full patch, and you pass somebody else, you better have permission. Is what is my understanding. So me, even as a full patch RC, Riders Club rider, I'll give respect to another RC and I won't pass, or another MC and I won't pass unless I'm told to. And if I'm going to do it, I suggest you do the same. Woo! That's the story of passing the patch up, and that's the story of the bike buy. I'm going to see what I can get into. Bye, guys.